Aplak, hi, how are you?
Hey, Amit, all fine. How are you?
I'm very good, Aplak, as usual. Aplak, Foxconn, which is one of the largest electronics contract manufacturers, has been in the news in the recent past as far as India is concerned. Simple question, yet not as simple. Does India need Foxconn or Foxconn needs India? Your take.
Amit, I think the answer lies in, like in every relationship, I think the feeling is mutual. And let me try to explain this. The story has multiple layers to it. A, we know for a fact that Foxconn is a Taiwan-based organization, right? With having its largest footprint in China. Now, and we are also aware that China and Taiwan has had several geopolitical tensions in the past. Now, to safeguard its business interests, Taiwan needs to offset that. Now, quite naturally, in this part of the world, either you go to China or you come to India, purely in terms of economies of scale go, right? So India definitely is a preferred destination as far as Foxconn's business interests is. There is no doubt around it, right? And Foxconn has made it amply clear. Now, if you look at from India's standpoint, India obviously wants to give a boost to its Make in India program, wants to give much more impetus to its manufacturing setup.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
When we speak about Make in India, it's mostly driven by manufacturing. And when you think of manufacturing, I can't think of many organizations of the size and scale that Foxconn represents. Right? So to foster India's ambition to be the next big manufacturing hub, you need investment from companies like Foxconn. So that's the first part. So does India need Foxconn? Yes. Does Foxconn need India? Absolutely yes. Now, but coming to India, as you're aware, while there are a lot of very strong initiatives by the government, like in Make in India, Digital India program, so on and so forth, right? There have been some challenges for Foxconn. To name a few, I'm sure we have tracked. In fact, we tracked the story in one of our Tech This Week episodes, Amit. We had a very big announcement where Foxconn was coming to the Prime Minister's home state, Gujarat, with an investment of close to $19.5 billion. It was going to be a joint venture between Vedanta Group. It was India's first semiconductor chip manufacturing setup. This would have propelled India to a very elite league of companies which have a fab or fabless setup, right? Now, for some reasons, and it would need a completely entirely different episode to cover the reasons for that, but without getting into all of that, this deal did not come through, right? Amidst a lot of fanfare, this was one of the big ticket JVs that was planned up, right? Land acquisition was made, but this did not happen, right? Foxconn, in its defense, has come out with statements as to why this could have happened, so on and so forth. There were issues around certain clauses that the government had kept. There were concerns about, Vedanta's, debt in the market. So, like I said, while there are a lot of skeletons in the closet, so let's not tamper around with that. Point is, it did not work out. Secondly, what grips my interest, Amit, is, and I'm sure this would have got your attention, several states are right. So, at an international level, India is a preferred vendor. Now, once you enter India, there is a competition between the states also.
Yes.
Who garners Foxconn's interest. So, in that case, you have Gujarat. Then you have a lot of southern states, namely Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Right? So, if I'm missing out, spare me for that. So, I mean, at least as far as I remember, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are definitely in the fray, right? Foxconn, for a lot of people also who may not be aware, is also known as one of the biggest ecosystem partners for Apple handsets as well, right? In fact, they have established Apple's handset manufacturing plant across the nation, right? So, but again, coming back to the real main story, I mean, what gathers my attention is there have been several announcements. Very recently, there was an announcement by Tamil Nadu state government saying, we have won a big contract, close to 1,600 crores for Foxconn to set up its plant in our state. We were about to cover that story. Thankfully, we did not. But the very next day, Foxconn came out with an announcement. They declined this outright.
Right.
And this is not the only time this is happening. Right? Does it mean Foxconn is not keen? I vehemently deny that. Foxconn is very keen because, in fact, there was a meeting between the highest stakeholder, that was the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, and the chairman of Foxconn Industries, that took place very recently. So there are a lot at table. I think these are initial, or as we call it, teething challenges of a relationship which has tremendous potential, both from Foxconn's perspective and definitely from India's standpoint. Initial days, lot to iron out, but going forward, we expect things to smoothen out. But I think it's also, before I conclude, Amit, I'm sorry, taking a little bit of time here. It's important that we call out that this should be an example by which India should also learn its lesson. There have been certain, bureaucratic reasons which have made these decisions go slow, slow bureaucratic processes, issues about incentivization. So I think India also has its work cut out. We need to look at our game plan to make sure others don't hesitate to come and invest in India, but actually come forward and invest in India, as Foxconn is clearly trying to do.
Absolutely, Aplak. And you rightly said that these issues need to be addressed as soon as possible, and we certainly hope that that happens very quickly as well. But yes, Aplak, thank you so much for now. Great insights as always, and I look forward to connect with you again soon. Thank you so much.
Bye, Amit.
Bye-bye.